YeNDoR'S WiLDCaT chat. Ciao, it's 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 YeNDoR'S WiLDCaT chat. Ciao, with Rod and me on the microphone.
Boop, 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 boop. Oh. What's going on, everybody? It is YeNDoR'S WiLDCaT chat at it again on an afternoon on a Sunday. Imagine
you can't
that.
see my guitar today. This is the one I'm using today.
Oh, it's beautiful. I love it.
Beautiful.
I love
Built
it.
it myself. Yeah.
We are a class reunion broadcast from Taft High. What? Taft High?
Taft High. Yeah.
Taft High. There's a nice little shot of our school in the background there. Yeah, so I'm here with my guest co-host. Shane is with the kids this afternoon, and he may surprise us, but we never know. We just never know with the guy. He is very spontaneous. So what's going on with you, Chris? We have a featured guest today, Chris, and then we have some guests, and we're gonna have some fun for this first hour. Then we go private into the private vault, into the
right.
vault.
I won't be accompanying you in the private vault because I have to go to work. I have to work again.
You gotta go to work.
But, yeah, rumor has it though this is my last week of doing this run where I have to work on Sundays. So I'll at least have that. So in the future, I'll be able to hang with you during the private chat as well.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. So get us updated on what you got going on, man. How was Band Wars? If you guys haven't known, if you're under a rock and don't know, he has. He's got merch. He's got merch,
yes,
folks.
Go see Band Wars on Amazon Prime, and we're starting filming on season 2, and it's gonna be a lot better. We have a budget, so we have a budget to be better quality, and we can go out and do more things. You know, we can travel, and there'll be more to it this time.
Yeah, this is his logo.
That's our band, the Hypnotex.
Hypnotex, and what is the Band Wars though? If you want to give us a little bit of like a quick rundown of what it's all about. War between bands.
I do wish there was more of that.
Is it a brawl? Is it a brawl? Is it a full on?
Sometimes it's a brawl. Mostly it's like a cross between Jackass and Impractical Jokers, but with bands. So you have different bands doing these competitions and stuff. I wish it was more like music competitions, but we're getting there. Right now it's more kind of pranks and stunts and competitions like that. But it's a lot of fun. You know, there's not really, because Jackass kind of ran its course and Impractical Jokers is kind of, you know, so it's something that's new but still familiar. And it's a fun watch.
That's good. I'm gonna have to check it out, man. I have it's on Amazon Prime, right?
Amazon Prime. Check out episode 6. That's the one that I wrote. So
nice. we hear you doing like the intro and everything to it, and are you physically on it at all? Or
yeah,
no?
I'm in a few episodes, and I do the intros and voiceover stuff for it, and I did some writing for it. Little scenes here and there.
Gotcha. Well, that's great, man. We'll have to check it out. And then you also you've been doing your stand-up comedy. Check this out, guys. What? What? This guy?
Yeah, I'm actually working on a new set of stand-ups, so hopefully we'll be doing that soon. And
that's exciting.
Doing stuff with the band. I've got a show July 6th in Seattle, the Seattle Funhouse. So El Zone is the big stage. The Funhouse is the smaller stage, and that's where they put the punk bands usually. So we'll do that one.
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah, then we're doing a Psychobilly show in August, but taking more time to write things.
So were you inspired by Brian Setzer and those Stray Cats?
Yeah.
Is that where it originated? Yeah. Was it?
I wouldn't say it's where it originated, but yeah.
The whole thing?
Exactly, yeah. I might be able to do that. Let me see. Yeah, that's stuff.
There you go.
I'm a little more distorted than he is, but
we're all distorted. He didn't go to Taft High. He didn't go to Taft High, I don't think. So that's what happens. Hey, quick shout out, guys, real quick. Mr. Larry Ramirez was gonna pop on, but he is going through. What was he saying? He's going through. He says, "Hey, buddy, our town just came under severe storm warning, possible tornadoes and hailstorms." So he may be able to pop on, but odds are not. This is a little view of where he is. He's that blue dot right there in the center. I went ahead and took a shot of it and uploaded it. So prayers out to Mr. Larry Burrito Ramirez. I remember him from school. He's actually in this shot here. That's me right there in the front, right in front of Napier. Burrito's to my left. Napier's right if you're standing on that side. So. But anyhow, without any further ado, Chris, I think we should go ahead and bring on our first guest. And she wants to hear a funky intro. What do you say? Boom!
Funky.
Let's keep it funky. Ladies and gentlemen, class of 91, Meshel Gibby Clements. What? Oh, there she is.
Hey.
We're here. Yay. I am so stoked to have you. I figure, you know what? You just throw a little pasta on the wall, and sometimes some of it sticks, and sometimes you have somebody like yourself that says, "Yeah, I'll do it." You know what I mean? So I'm so excited about having you on board. So how are you this lovely Sunday?
I am doing absolutely great. Been up early this morning, out watching softball. My husband's softball team is playing here in Vegas, and of course. My life revolves around softball. So, yeah. I'm supporting his team. They're in the championship right now.
So, do you guys have family outings and you guys just go to the batting cages? Is that what you do?
I avoid the batting cages because if I get sucked into that, I have to do soft toss. So, no, I'm good.
Yeah. I just so you guys know, look at this, Meshel. Isn't she cute? Look at there.
Oh, thanks, Rod.
I know I should have prefaced it, but if it's public, then it's public. You know what I mean? So
absolutely.
It's on Facebook. So we're just a Facebook extension, is what it is.
Yeah, I think I just posted that not too long ago because it was graduation at Taft High School.
I went through your photos. I go, where's a good photo to talk about? And then you here's another shot, if you don't mind, Meshel.
Absolutely, go right ahead.
Okay. Look at this gentleman. Look at this cute little couple. So you and Tommy Clements, right?
Yeah.
Here's another quick one.
Oh dear.
Blast from the past.
That is definitely a blast from the past.
Yeah. So how did that all go down? I was kind of curious about asking about that. So were you watching him play baseball? He goes, "Ooh, he hits really strong." I mean,
well, because I was always really good friends with Eddie. Do you remember Eddie Kaczynski?
Yeah. He's been on.
So he's like one of my best little buddies, and I remember going out there and watching them play baseball out there at Taft College. And
what position was he? Was he?
Tommy played third base and catcher.
Nice.
Yeah, but I wasn't out there. I was just out there chilling, watching the guys play baseball. Like a lot of the girls from the softball and volleyball team would go out there and just kind of like hang out. But my buddies were out there playing, so yeah. So we were just hanging out, and we went out to I think a party. I think we used to party out in the out in the oil fields on the rigs.
Yeah. You met at a field party. Oh,
way out in the day. Well, his buddy was like so drunk or whatever, and I was just sitting there. I was the DD that night, and we were just sitting there hanging out, and we got to talking, and before you know it, we started dating in our sophomore year in college.
There you go. Yeah, actually, back when we had to physically exchange numbers, we didn't say like hit me on my DMs and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, no, I
literally up my Instagram.
I wrote him a note in our biology class. We were sitting in biology, Mr. Hilligis's biology class there at Taft College, and I passed him a note, and it went through like a chain of our friends, like softball, volleyball, and then some baseball guys, and he got it, and I asked him out. I said, "Hey, do you want to go out?"
Oh, look at you! She being the alpha. Look at you. Yeah. Don't make plans on Friday. Pick me up at 6. Is that how it went down?
Yeah, we'll be married 29 years in August.
Oh, that's amazing. I have a couple other quickies, I think. Here he is. What?
Oh,
Yeah, there's a good one. And then check out this shot. I really like this one. Look at this. Where is this, by the way?
That is Multnomah Falls. That's in Oregon. And Shay was playing up there in nationals. And we literally, no joke, just got off of the earliest flight, I swear, and drove over there and hiked up. Oh my God, Tommy, I literally thought he was going to die. We had like 2 miles of switchbacks going up that waterfall. We ended up walking it and coming back down. But yeah, it's in Multnomah Falls, Oregon. And it's absolutely beautiful. If you ever get a chance to go up there and visit that, it's so gorgeous. It's definitely, it was, and I think after we left, maybe about a month or so later, that whole area up there caught on fire.
Oh, wow.
But that was that was preserved, so that didn't that was okay.
Yeah, I get drawn to pictures. On Facebook, I'm always like posting something in my background because I always say, oh, I like this one.
Yeah,
like my eyes get like I get stimulated to visuals. I guess it's come with us guys. We're like visual people, I guess.
Yeah, that was definitely a beautiful sight. So
there you go. Well, when I first started to do the chat like years ago, we had this thing, and I thought about bringing it back. And there's the majority of us that haven't seen you in X amount of years, right? And if you were to give us like a, how do you say 30 years in 3 minutes or something like that? Just a little bit of like, well, when I left school, I went and, that type of thing.
Well, let's see. I graduated in 91. Graduated from Taft College in 93. Moved to Las Vegas in 93. Tommy and I got married in 94. I went back to school at UNLV. I was working for a pharmaceutical company for 15 years.
Wow.
We had Easton, our oldest, in 96. I finished school. I went back to school and finished in 2001. In between there, I had Shay, which was my youngest one that you just saw back here.
Yes.
Fast forward after I graduated from.
There's Miss Shay right there. What?
Yeah, I'm so proud of her. She's an amazing kiddo. And then I got my teaching job in 2003, and I've been teaching at the same school for 20 years. I just finished my 20th year teaching.
Wow.
Yeah, 5th graders.
That's amazing.
Absolutely.
5th graders. Wow.
Yep. And I, in between all that, I got my master's in administration, so I could be a principal if I wanted to ever dab in that, but not interested yet. But yeah. And then Shay just graduated from college with her degree in exercise science.
That's great. There she is again. Oh, and I have another fun one. Check this one out. Wow.
Yeah, she's like rocking the pink. That was our breast cancer day. Yeah.
That's awesome.
She was player of the year. She finished her senior year on top of everything. So that was pretty awesome.
That's all right. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. And then my oldest one is living her life. We're going to Alaska. We're taking an Alaska cruise in October. Her boyfriend of 8 years finally is proposing to her. I hope she's not on her watch.
How do you know he is going to? Did he tell you, or are you just like thinking, well...
He asked us. So.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. So we're all excited.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. Oh, by the way, is this who is this one? Is this?
Oh my goodness! Let me tell you what. That is Caitlin.
Okay.
She just graduated from high school, and she's going to college to be a school teacher. I was her teacher.
Oh, okay. So I didn't know, guys. I haven't spoke to Meshel at all. I'm fresh with you guys. I didn't call her and say anything, so I just saw some pics and I thought, well, maybe she has 5 kids. I don't know. Yeah. Maybe.
No, but Caitlin has always reached out to me, and kind of like a mentor.
Yeah.
I've always been there for her, getting her, what does she need to do, like lesson planning, all that kind of stuff, and going off to college now. She's excited, and she came and surprised me one day, and she said, I want to thank you for guiding me and getting me to where I am. I was like, oh my God.
That next to never happens, does it? Wow, that's great.
I don't do this for the money, because I don't make a lot of money. That's for sure.
Oh, wow, that's impressive.
It's all about the love.
So you have Easton, Shay,
and that's it.
2 kids. Okay.
Just my 2 daughters. Yeah.
I didn't want to leave anybody behind. I go, well, this may be your kid.
These are their senior pictures back here from high school.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I like the backdrop. Take note, folks, if you come onto the chat. See if we get a backdrop like Meshel has kicking. There you go.
Yeah. Woo.
Well, that's amazing. Well, we have a guest in our lobby. She's like, oh, what? Ooh. She's waking up. She's like. How about an intro with Mr. Hypno? Ladies and gentlemen, I believe from class of 91. I might get corrected on this one. Oh, am I right? She gives me the thumbs up. Meshel Gibby, you have Miss Kelly Hatton in the house. What? What's up, Kelly? How are you?
I'm great. I'm so glad to see your faces.
I'm so glad. We got 2 new first timers, Chris. Check this out. Love it.
New people.
So you guys talked in a while, or what's your guys' circumstances?
I just follow her so closely with everything because I know she moved to. I think you're in Arizona now, right?
I am.
And I missed her. I think it's been probably about a couple of years. I was down in like the Prescott area, and I had just missed her when I was down there. So I was gonna like, oh, I can go down and see Kelly, but no, I just watch her so closely. I just remember, she's just been always one of my favorite people. So I love her. Absolutely.
So where do you guys, both of you guys, each live? Where are your destinations?
So I'm suburb of Prescott, Arizona, which is high desert, aka the mountains, and we're about 3.5 hours apart.
Oh wow! Oh, there you go.
And I'm in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Las Vegas. Wow. I had my Vegas shirt on just yesterday, coincidentally. And if you don't recognize Miss Kelly, check this out. What?
Oh, God.
Yes, I did it. I did it, Kel. I did it. Beware future folks that come into the chat. I dig through your photos.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Those were the perm days. Oh man.
Can I show you? This one was my favorite. Can I show him this one, Kel? I don't know what photo.
I don't know.
Check this out. What?
Oh!
I was gonna do this pose on my senior pick, and
you should have.
You should have.
Yeah,
that would have been a good one.
Get some hair extensions. Yeah.
I was gonna put my finger on my lip. Whatever.
Those were the days.
Oh man. So what's been going on with you, Kel? All these years.
All these
so
years.
Both of your class 91, right? You said
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes.
Okay. Boom.
And I was so sad I didn't get to go to our 30th reunion because my son was getting married within a week. And so I'm like, I'm torn, it was just such a pivotal time. So I didn't get to go. But because thank God for social media that we can just, share our lives. And so that made me, okay with it because I'm like, I know what everyone's doing anyway. So that's all right. But the last 30 years in a nutshell, I went to Lyle's College of Beauty when I was in high school. Right after I graduated high school, I graduated the beauty college, got my license, met my husband of 28 years, married.
I think I may have him in here, Kel. Hold on a second.
Carry the one. Oh, yeah.
That's a blast, huh?
Yeah, that's in Nashville, actually. We were getting ready to go to General Jackson Showboat. That was a blast. Let's see. So I have 2 bonus babies that we raised. He had full custody of his kids. They're 31 and 34 now. I've been a grandma for like 10.5 years. Oh my gosh. And then our son together had his first child. He's married and they had their first child. She's 5 months. So let's see. We moved out of California almost 20 years ago, went to Montana, moved our construction company to Montana. Then we went over to North Dakota, moved it over there. And then thankfully 5 years ago, after 13 years of being frozen, we moved down to Arizona, which is my soul state. I love it.
What's it about Arizona? Do you have family there already, or what was?
No, well, actually, so Tracy Arnold, class of 90, her and I have been best friends for 46 years, and she actually lives here.
Oh, okay.
So she put this area on the radar for me to even think about coming down.
Wow. There you go.
Yeah, and after being frozen for so long, we wanted to thaw out, and we wanted to be able to comfortably ride our horses all year round. So I picked a blimp. And let's see, I think that's about it. I've owned 3 salons. I have my bachelor's in business management. I've managed all of our construction companies. I just honestly, I tried to go in the corporate world, and I was bored. So I'm like, nope, I'm wanting to go behind the chair. It's kind of a profession of passion. My mom was an artist, and so she painted canvases, and I paint hair. So it's just my artistic expression.
I get it. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I still play music.
I was just gonna say, doing someone's hair, it's quite nerve-wracking, and props to you. I've never cut anyone's hair, but I do a lot of painting on canvas, and Rachel goes, maybe you want to dye my hair. I go, I don't know if I want that responsibility or not, and I don't have it in the queue to show you, but I did like a holographic thing with her hair, and she goes like to the other end of the extreme. So she goes, oh, can I have this prism holographic hair with like 6 colors? Like, can we just pick one? Maybe just start with? Let's just go with one color. No, but actually it turned out really well, and I was very meticulous, and I was like, I feel like having a baby. I can imagine, you're like nerve-wracking, you're excited, you're anxious, you're scared, you're all these emotions. I was like, oh my gosh, like I was like all sweating. She's like, calm down, it's just hair. I go, yeah, you're right.
Bob has colored my hair numerous times because my schedule is so crazy that some of the other stylists in the salon might be able to do my hair, but I don't have the schedule for it. Like whenever I'm actually open, they're gone. So yeah, he's actually colored my hair a couple of times. So it's not a bad thing.
Yeah, I just don't like to do the bleaching because I always get nervous. Like after we wash it out, like some's gonna start to fall out or something.
Message me first. I'll give you some tips.
Yeah. Okay.
That way Rachel's hair will stay on her head.
Yeah. There's a beauty school right down the street, and I go, let's go there to do the bleaching part and the cutting. I just want to color. So give me a clean canvas and we'll do it. You know what I mean? So anyway, props to you. Well,
in case you weren't clear, it is exactly like having a baby. Coloring hair.
That was a great analogy.
This is just the same amount of paint. You know what I mean? It's just exactly
the same thing.
They're so identical. Yes.
So close.
Oh man.
I mean the dyeing part. The dyeing part is really
is that the most fun part is to dye the hair as opposed to anything else? Isn't that the most fun anyway?
It just depends on what I'm doing.
What you're doing, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I like doing precision haircuts, so.
Oh, there you go.
I do a lot of that.
Well, do you guys have any stories to share potentially of when? So you guys are went to all 4 years of high school, right?
Yep.
I mean, Taft High, obviously 4 years of high school, but
yeah. I think we started going to school together in junior high, in 6th grade.
Yes, we went to Lincoln Junior High actually together.
So you met at Lincoln. You were a Lincoln Lion, right?
Yeah, we were a Lincoln Lion.
Right.
Well, I remember when I think, Kelly, were you there in 6th grade?
Yes.
Okay. I think were we the Lincoln Rail Splitters, I think?
Yes.
That's what it was, Rail Splitters.
Yeah, because Lincoln was a rail splitter.
What was the high school?
In all of our songs and the cheerleaders trying to say rail split. That was just such a weird name.
Yeah.
What is a rail splitter? I don't even know. What that is.
Well, it's like those guys that split the wood for rails, right?
Yeah, well, because that's what President Lincoln did. He worked on the railroad and he split the rails, and that's what the mascot was of him with like a sledgehammer.
Okay. See, I did not know that was President Abraham Lincoln, but leave it to the educator to know that.
Oh, that's funny.
I know.
Yeah. Leave it to the 5th grade teacher.
There's my social studies for you.
What was the high school at the time? Were they still the Wildcats?
Still the Wildcats, yeah, Taft Union High.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Why we?
I know, and that's why they became the Lions, because I remember us voting on it, and people are like, oh, let's be the Bobcats. And, you know, because you go in and you're a Wildcat and then you're a Cougar. And so, but yeah, we became the Lincoln Lions. So
interesting. And a little trivia, do you remember what Taft was called from way back in the day?
Moron.
Moron. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You got to remember, my dad is a Taft historian, so yeah.
Oh, he is?
Yes. Yeah.
But back then, moron meant majestic, so it fit. It was.
Yeah. Well, do you know why?
Do
you know why it became moron? It used to be, it was just Moro, but when the mail would get, it was just Moro, and then when the mail would be shipped out to the West, a lot of the mail that was supposed to stop in Taft would go to Morro Bay.
Morro Bay. That makes sense.
So they put an in on it.
So they attached, they said the Postal Service told them to add something to their name, so they put an in for moron.
That's genius.
Yeah.
I mean, wow.
And then what? President Taft came along and they said, you know, let's go with that.
Moron to Taft.
Since you're a historian, all of a sudden here, what was President Taft's connection to Taft? I wonder, or do you know?
I don't know. I'm wondering if I'm going to take a giant leap here and say probably because he was the president at the time, and they probably felt that it would be good to change the name, maybe.
Yeah, I wonder if he made his way to Taft. I wonder.
That would be interesting.
I kind of doubt it.
I'd have to ask my dad. phone a friend. Dad?
Phone a friend.
So why was this happening? Oh my gosh. So funny. What elementary school did you come from, Meshel?
I went to Conley.
Okay.
Very, very few of us were up in Conley because that was like the Taft Heights area.
Yes.
Before, because there was Parkview?
Mm-hmm.
I think Parkview was up there off of like A Street, but those of us that lived more in South Taft, right up in that area, like off of Wood Street, like anything from like, I'm trying to think what even that street is, 10th Street or whatever, and over towards Wood and down went to Conley. Like I went to school, like Julio and we went to school ever since like kindergarten all the way through through college.
Yeah, that's like I went to. Hold on, let me think.
I wish I had a picture of you guys in. From way back then. Little Julio.
My hair was like a lion because I swam so much and it was bleached out, and it just was horrible. And I think that's why I became a hairdresser. Honestly, because my hair looked like crap for most of my youth pictures. So I wanted to learn how to do my hair or something.
Well, I have another pic. Hold on. Here we go. What?
Oh,
nice.
See, it's not too explosive. It looks good.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
that's a good one. Oh, and I do have a picture. Hold on. Here we go. Bam.
My God.
So this is what's your husband's name? What's his name?
Bob.
Bob.
Yeah, Bob Hinesley.
Where were you guys there?
That was downtown Prescott. It's really weird. Prescott, Arizona, the locals actually call it Prescott, so it's weird to say Prescott. But when I'm talking to other people, they wouldn't know what I'm talking about if I say Prescott. So anyway, that was downtown Prescott, and it was for some parade. We both did reenactments, like 1880 period reenactments and stuff like that, for quite some time. But he actually went into acting, so he's kind of like a hobby actor, and. He just finished a film that's going to be in the movies, actually, movie theaters, with Dean Cain. So that's kind of fun.
The old Superman, huh?
Superman.
There you go.
So that's kind of fun. He gets shot in a church. I mean, some of his connections wanted him to do like the background stuff, and so he got shot. And then my son was actually in that one too. But they've done a few movies, and he's getting ready to do another movie down in Phoenix, and he's going to be the judge. So
that's awesome. Yeah, it looked like I thought it was like an El Dorado thing.
No, I don't remember which. It was hotter than Hades, though. I do remember that. I was feeling pretty puny. But
that's total El Dorado there, though. You can get away with it. Yeah. Reenact it. Oh, that's awesome. You guys do you guys remember Chris from high school? Do you remember him? You were only there for like a year, weren't you?
Wait, what was the last name?
Walter. I came in on my junior year.
So what graduating class were you?
92.
92.
Yeah. I always say like how on the interwebs people are saying how the worlds collided, like two different dimensions, and I think y'all are from the other dimension because I don't remember anyone.
We're from the other dimension.
Not a lot of short stories to share.
I mean, when you were there, we were seniors. We didn't know any.
Yeah, we were checking out at that time.
There was my most vivid memory of Chris, though. He was on our baseball team, right? And him and Les Clark, I'm going to go there, Chris. Him and Les Clark are in left field, and word got around that Chris did martial arts, right?
Yeah, that was my after-school high school job. I taught martial arts.
Yeah, was it karate or taekwondo?
Kung fu. It was a type of
kung fu.
Yeah.
Kung fu. Yeah, it was kung fu. And then Les catches wind of it, and he wants to spar him in left field.
Oh, yeah.
And so we have Big Les and Chris sparring. You held your own, Chris.
We're doing MMA before it was a thing.
Yeah, you were ready. You were here, and Les was just laughing the whole time, and he was just getting a kick out of it. It was pretty. It was
literally getting a kick out of it, right?
Yeah, he was. You were kicking. Yeah,
that was fun. That was fun.
That's what I wish that we had video back then. We could record it.
Yeah, I'm almost glad we didn't have video back then.
That's why a lot of us are still very safe nowadays because we didn't have video.
Nope. I wonder if the kids have a panic attack when they can't have their phone while they're in the field playing like softball. They're like, "Can I bring my phone?" You wonder if they get busted for bringing their phone to the field.
I would think
so. I gotta check my posting.
Yeah. Well, I for a fact that like with Tommy, like when the girls, because he coaches girls that are freshmen, sophomore, juniors in high school, so that's like their hip basically is their phone, but he makes them, everything is put into their softball bags, everything is outside of the dugout, and you're checked out for the time that you're on the field. So, and that was the same thing with Shay. So Shay was never allowed to have her phone anywhere near her during practices or games or any of that kind of stuff. So
there you go. Here's another little quick pic. Look at this. Shay. You guys are like cloned together. I mean, you and Shay, like that smile. You guys are just
she's definitely my mini. She's definitely
mini me. Is she a lot like you, or?
Okay, so this is what we've decided. So Shay has the personality of her dad, which is crazy, absolutely like gung ho, whatever.
Yeah.
But she looks a lot like me. Now, Easton, on the other hand, I think she looks a lot like her dad, but they'll say that she looks like me too. She's very more laid back, kind of like, cool, chill, She won't let anything bother her, but when it does, then watch out. We're kind of like the silent but deadly type, You don't know that you've ticked me off until I've...
A little passive aggressive sort of thing.
Yeah.
I'd like to say that my son is my mini me, but he's like 6'1" and corn fed, so like not really.
You're a yes and no.
Yeah, I used to do his friends, his like girl/friends hair for like prom or whatever. And they're like, "Oh my God, you look so much like Seth." I'm like, well, I mean, technically he looks like me. I mean, yeah. If you ever see any pictures, he's definitely. He used to hate it because people would tell him all the time, that we look so much alike. And then he would like deny it or whatever, how guys do. And so one time we got a pair of glasses from the optometrist. He said, "Hey, Mom, put the glasses on and take a picture of yourself to show me." And I'm like, "What, Seth? To show you what you're going to look like with your glasses?" And he's like, yeah. There's no denying.
That's funny. I have to ask, was Easton... and being that you're all in softball, I'm going with this, right? Was she named after a bat? I just have to say
I was thinking. Yeah,
she was.
Yeah,
so I can't think of a name. He goes, "Oh, how about Easton?"
literally funny story. So we are out. I'm like 6 months, probably about 5 months pregnant. Tommy plays softball literally like 5-6 nights a week, and we're at the softball field, and he's taping up his bat. So he would always retape it and everything, and he's turning it, and he goes, "I have the perfect name." And I said, "What's that?" And he goes, "Easton." And of course I'm thinking, Easton, what the heck? What kind of name is that?
Yeah.
So blows over, whatever, and then their game starts, and he gets up there. This is a men's league, and so he gets up there in first pitch, whatever, he hits it out, home run, and he has this thing where he just tosses the bat, and the bat rolls to the fence, and I see, and it says Easton, and I was like, oh my God.
Did it stop on Easton? Was it a sign?
A sign. So that's literally how we got her name, was after a bat.
Oh, I called it. Folks. Boom.
Yeah, that makes
total sense. And we named Shea after Shea Stadium.
Oh, so I was gonna ask you. I was gonna say that. Oh,
yeah. But we're not Mets fans, but it just fits. I couldn't call her Pac Bell. I couldn't call her Oracle Park. So
I mean,
but Wrigley would have been a weird one.
Well, Wrigley. My Chihuahua's name is Wrigley.
Oh, what?
See how this all comes in circle?
Nice.
So
yeah. Yeah, and then I've got two other dogs walking around here somewhere, but one of my Aussie is Harper after Bryce Harper.
Yeah.
Nice.
And my mini golden doodle is Posey after Buster Posey.
Wow.
Cute.
How many games have you guys been to? You guys are Arizona Diamondback or no? You're not Arizona.
I'm a Giants fan.
Are you a Giants fan? Okay.
Yeah. I finally went to the stadium for my first time last summer. Beautiful park if you ever out there. That is gorgeous park. It's I think it's like Oracle Park now, but it's literally right there on the bay. It's beautiful. But other than that, I'm a Barry Bonds fan.
Barry Bonds fan, yeah. Oh, there you go. Wow.
Yeah. So I'm waiting for them to bring him out of retirement just so he can get that last little bit of hitting in there. But that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, that was amazing. That whole time that was Barry Bonds, Sammy Sosa, Mark McGwire.
Yep.
That was just such that 4 or 5 year span of just the Bash Brothers and Canseco, the whole thing.
Yeah, right. And we're gonna get the A's here in Vegas.
You are.
Let's hopefully we make them good.
So it's official. The A's are going to Vegas. Is that what it is?
Well, they decided on a tax cut on how much they were going to do it, but apparently the owner of the A's is really cheap. So hopefully, if everything goes through, they have said that it's going to happen, and it might be here 2028. They got to blow up the Tropicana.
Oh my gosh!
What?
Yeah. They're gonna put the stadium right where the Tropicana is.
I remember. I have a picture in the universe in Tropicana with a chimpanzee right kissing my cheek.
Yeah. so it'll be literally the stadium will be literally right down on the strip area. So it's supposed to be. If it is, it's a beautiful stadium.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, I love Vegas. Also has Raiders. Raiders there now, right?
Yeah.
Raiders.
They're so expensive. Raiders. I can't even. I've been to 2 games. It's too darn expensive to even go.
Yeah. How much is it? What is it?
I think Tommy, because with Tommy's job, we got free tickets. But a simple ticket could cost you anywhere from $200 to $300, $400.
There you go.
Oh.
And I went and watched the game when the Raiders played the 49ers. I was rooting for the 49ers, but
wow,
but yeah, it was awesome. And then our Golden Knights just won the Stanley Cup. So
wow, sports talk on a Sunday, folks. I like that.
I know, right?
The only sports I'm ever into anymore is my son plays the beer league for hockey, so we go down and watch him. That's
beer league. Oh man,
I love all the sports, but I just haven't followed anyone for years.
There you go. I was actually a softball coach for two seasons, right? I was a personal trainer for San Clemente Gym back in the day, and I had this idea of forming a softball team with and have the gym sponsor it, and we would have the gym logo on our jerseys. And the first season we didn't do too good, and but the second season I had this idea. I go, all right, guys. We are up by 10 runs. You may drink a beer. You know what I mean? I go, as long as we sustain a 10-run lead, you can drink as, don't get drunk, but you get, you know what I mean? And it worked. We went undefeated.
Wow.
And then it started to get down. We had a couple of the innings that they get down to like, 5 or 6 run league. We had 5 or 6 run league. Guys, you guys start sipping, slow it down. And, yeah, that's actually about the time I met Rachel, and around that time. So yeah, it was fun setting up the lineup, the whole being the coach, the whole thing. That was a fun experience.
That's awesome.
You know what? This is really funny. I played basketball for 1 season in high school, but I didn't play softball until like right after we graduated. And I played for a couple of years before I moved out of Taft in the adult league. I had such a great time. I was so focused growing up on my music, and that I just didn't really get into sports. But man, I wish I would have played softball because I had a great time, and I was also first base, so it wasn't bad.
So what music did you play? Play music or?
So I started playing. Actually, I don't remember her married name right now, but Stephanie Stoll's grandmother was my piano teacher.
Interesting.
And I can't remember her name anyway. So it's
been a while.
It was a long time ago. I was 8 years old. So I played the piano at 8. Started playing the violin. Oh yeah, Meshel, didn't you play the violin? That's right.
Yeah.
Oh my God, those were the days. So I played violin. Started in 4th grade, and then 5th grade, the violin. Miss Holcomb. Did you have Miss Holcomb, Meshel?
Miss Holcomb. Yep.
Yes, she was so awesome. Anyway, she wanted me to play with the junior high concert band or concert orchestra. Yeah. So I walked, which was weird because Roosevelt, do you guys remember Loogie Lane?
Yes.
Loogie Lane?
Okay, so there was
Is that a person?
It's under the street crosswalk. It went from
it's a location. Okay.
And I would try, so it connected you safely without having to cross over the street from Roosevelt to Lincoln. And so the principal said that I can go when the junior high orchestra was playing, as long as I use Loogie Lane. And I tried to not. I would go over the street and they would catch me. And I remember one time it freaked me out because like, not that we had hobos back then, but weird people hang out in weird places. And so it kind of freaked me out.
Kitty.
So I would be running underneath that stupid Loogie Lane. And one time I fell and my violin went flying and I was a wreck. But anyway, yeah. So I was in orchestra in junior high, and then they didn't have orchestra. But all the time I played the piano. In high school I was in band. But my main instrument is still the piano.
Oh, so do you still play periodically there? Yeah.
Yeah, actually, my baby grand's right there, right next to us.
Oh, that's awesome.
I have electric baby grand and an acoustic, just an upright piano. But I still play. I play for a lot of churches.
Oh, that's awesome! Wow.
Yeah, so cool.
It's like
that's what I was gonna say. So I had so much fun playing softball. I wish I would have played as a kid, but I was obviously busy with music.
Yeah, well, I think it's my dad has a baby grand. I just helped them move a little bit in Bakersfield from another place in Bakersfield. They're still there, but I was trying to get my mom. I go, Mom, because my mom's an artist. She paints and he plays piano. I go, listen, you get Dad to paint and you play. I'm sorry, him play the piano and you paint at the same time. But sometimes, like whenever he plays and then bust out your painting, and then they kind of feed off each other,
like inspiration.
Yeah. I go, that'd be so fun. I go, that'd be kind of cool. If somebody was playing the baby grand while I was painting, I don't think I would be. I think I'd paint longer. You know what I mean?
Right.
Get in your zone.
Bob likes for me to play just so it chills him out.
Oh, yeah, it's very, very relaxing. I get in like a zone whenever whenever you find something that speaks to you with the ASMR thing, where you're having like, it's just your flavor. You know what I mean? I only started painting like 3 years ago, and I'm so glad I found something that I could just relax to and I could just zone in on. I tried playing guitar and I got to hand it to you, Chris. Only chosen few have that skill,
Yeah. I have a 12-string guitar just right on the other side of my piano.
Yeah.
My dad's. I don't know how to play the 12-string, and I'm teaching myself right now how to play the acoustic guitar. So nice. In all my spare.
Are you hitting up YouTube channels? Are you hitting? I was thinking about doing that. I got my other guitar from my parents while I was helping them move last week. And I go, maybe I bet there's a lot of YouTube channels out there I can learn from.
Actually,
there's a lot, yeah.
I'm trying to remember the guy's name. It just slipped my mind. It's like Fabio, but I can't remember what his name is. Anyway, he's like a classic guitarist. He was really popular in the 90s. He always wore like a Federo hat, and I can't remember his name, but I just saw him in concert. And he had a 10-disc guitar lesson pack. And so so that's how I think I'm going to learn how to play guitar.
I think what my deal was is I didn't stick with it long enough for it to get easier. You know what I mean? After a while, you just repetition, stick with it. I think I just got frustrated too early.
And that's so then it's like
you know what I mean?
Everything, just like with painting and like everything or playing a sport, you have to continue to do it, and you have to want to practice. If you don't want to, if you don't have the desire, then it's the practice. Yeah, perfect.
It's all the repetition.
And with guitar, a lot of times you're learning your scales and your chords and everything's so boring. You know,
it is boring.
You don't
and then your fingers hurt. You're like,
Yeah.
At least I got that from violin, but my calluses have long gone from then.
Yeah, that's been a hot minute for me.
Do you have your violin,
I almost forgot that you were in orchestra.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, wait a minute, you were in orchestra.
I always remember practicing. I remember taking private lessons from some lady at her house, because my big thing was to always beat Donna. Donna was always first chair. I was like, one of these days I'm gonna beat her. And when I did, I was like, oh, hallelujah.
Were you in? Oh, did you play elementary? Were you in elementary playing with Donna?
I did play in elementary. I think they brought it to our elementary school, I think, when I was coming into 4th grade. I played the cello for 2 years. And then right at the very end of my 5th grade year, I started playing the violin. And then I played the violin all the way through, I think, my freshman. I think I still took lessons from the lady because they didn't have orchestra in high school.
I wish I don't know why was it not in my brain to take private lessons?
Yeah,
because I was, I was first chair, and why did I not keep on going? I don't know. Just wasn't in my brain at the time.
Yeah, after freshman year, because my mom and dad were paying money for travel volleyball. So they were like, okay, you need to choose. So I chose volleyball. Well,
yeah, that was a good choice for you.
I thought y'all got into boys.
Not that you weren't any good
at the boys that distracted you.
No boys.
No boys. We got a shout out from Lori Doss. What's up, Lori?
Lori Doss.
Says,
hi, Lori.
Hi, all.
Lori.
What's up, Lori? Jump on board, Lori. We have another 10 minutes or so. We'll go with a public chat, and then we're going to cross over to the private vault.
For those who don't know, Lori Doss is my cousin.
I did not know that.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
It's a small world.
Lori and I met through Suzanne Light.
I was going to say,
Susie Light, yeah.
Susie Light. Oh, I remember Susie Light, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, you're gonna have to rewatch the episode to find out how everyone is. You're gonna rewatch it. Oh. No, we're doing good.
So, Rod, when did your mom start painting?
You know what? She's been painting pretty much ever since she was a kid, like a lot. But then she went a period of time that she doesn't paint, and there was quite a few years that she didn't paint at all. But after going through this move, I didn't realize how many canvases that she has that she's painted. I go, wow, I didn't know how much work she has her own art room now, and she has a lot of paintings that she started and didn't finish yet. So I go, you should finish a lot of your paintings that you just kind of, let's start a new one. You know what I mean? And I get to where I do that too, though. I have like 2 or 3 projects I'm working on. I'll work on one, then I'm like, let's shift over here. You know what I mean? Yeah. But Yeah, she does a lot of oil painting, and I do the acrylic, which dries a lot faster, and so I have to like. When Rachel needs something, I go, okay, but I got to be quick because I got to come back because I'm not going to blend it right if it gets, you have to put water in it. And it's very strategic and it's kind of intense, the whole painting thing. I didn't realize, but I just kind of keep on going until it looks good to me, even if I've got to like paint over the top of it. If it doesn't look right, then
that's a good thing about acrylic acrylic. You can. My mom, I don't know if you guys remember Hatton House Arts and Craft on Center Street. But my mom had that. It was an arts craft store, but in the back it was a studio.
Yeah.
And the last location was where Sears used to be. Yeah. Or was it was Montgomery Wharves? I can't remember. Anyway, but it was just down. We used to be on the side of, was it Bear Club?
Bear Coover.
JCPenney's was?
So JCPenney's, and there was like Ty Penny's parents' shop.
Yeah, Bear Coover. Bear Cove or Bear Cover, I think. I actually worked with her during I think it was a REI class that we had. I had to do a retail thing for a little while. She showed me how to properly fold my shirts, and I still fold them that way. Yeah.
But then we moved. So then she moved over to a bigger one where I think maybe it was Montgomery Ward. I can't remember anymore. But anyway, that's how I actually met most of like our friends that we grew up with, their parents, because they came to my mom's art classes.
Nice.
So that's why I was asking if your mom, when she started painting.
Yeah, it's been a while, and she just we're totally different because I'd like to kind of look at what I would like what I want to paint, and she just kind of brings it out of her head and she just paints. You know what I mean? But I'm like, I like to kind of give me a picture, and I could like visually, I could like mimic the painting. I actually did this one here. From a picture. It's a Hawaiian shot, and I did my own interpretation of it or whatever. So, but I really enjoy it.
I basically go to like the paint and sip things, the
wine.
Yeah. Actually, there's
paint and sip. You like sipping wine? Or wine? I'm all wine.
Yeah. I better stick with like iced tea because the paint wouldn't get on the canvas at this point.
Yeah, I've done some of those board and brushes. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like because I'll go to like the board and brush, and I drink like the Moscato there, and I think sometimes I'm like, oh my god, have I ordered 3 of those? I got to get my.
You called me an Uber to get home.
And I'm like, holy crap! And Tommy's like, honey, can you turned out really nice.
Well, there you go. It worked out good.
Thank God, because that was 3 Moscatos deep right there, honey.
Oh man,
that's funny. We have a guest popped into our lounge. See if you reckon. Talk about artist artwork. Can we get a little intro? El Hypno. We got somebody to pull in before we close out the show here. What? From class of '92. Steve Russell Floyd, folks. What?
Hello.
What up, Floyd?
How's it going?
I love the hat. Love the hat.
Yes, I'm a farmer today.
You're a Taft farmer. I didn't know they had those. There you go. I'm glad you popped on, man. How's life in the? It's good to have someone actually in Taft right now, so we can have something to to give us an update. You can be our field reporter, Floyd.
Oh yeah.
It's about the same as it was in '92.
Yeah. About the same.
It's going to be real hot next week, and I'm looking forward to that. Yay.
Yeah.
Where are you going? What happened?
I said it's going to be real hot next week.
Oh, hot. Oh,
yes.
Yeah, I'm going to be down in that also. I on Tuesdays I end up at Wheeler Ridge right before the Grapevine, and I'll be in the heat.
There you go.
I'm leaving for Taft tomorrow, actually.
Oh,
all right.
Yeah,
I'll be enjoying.
Mom and Dad are there, so I got to go visit my mom and dad.
There you go.
I'll be enjoying the mountain, not so hot weather, but it will be in the real feel in the 90s.
There you go. Mm-hmm. That's awesome. Yeah, we were talking about the music, and then we're talking about art, Floyd, and Floyd out of left field does some painting. right, Floyd? He does it.
Do
What do you call it? Drip art? Drip art? What do you call it?
It's poor art. It's
poor art. That's what it is.
If you can't draw at all, you know what I mean. So.
It's really good though. It's fascinating. I researched it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you just pour it on there, let it do its thing.
Yeah.
Are you in your man cave right now, Floyd?
Yes.
Do you have some of your art right there to pan over to, or no?
Yeah. I guess.
I asked him to get up, huh? He's like, I have to get up. Damn it. He's like, I don't want to have to get up. I'm digging the hat though, man.
I don't know if you can even see it. Let me get the light on it.
Yeah, I popped over to Floyd's whenever we had our class reunion in the afternoon, and saw some of his work. I was like, wow, you did all this? This is crazy. He's got like this drum thing that he spins it in and the whole nine.
Yeah, I've watched videos on that on YouTube. That's some really cool stuff.
Yeah, when they bring in the blow dryers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really
cool. And all. That's really cool.
I don't know if it's light enough for you guys to see it. If it's even in.
I need my glasses.
You can kind of see. Yeah, a little bit. There you go. There you go.
There you go.
Get a little closer, Floyd. Can you get a little closer to it or no? What?
That's cool.
Oh, pretty. Oh, wow. I can see everyone really good now. Dang. I should have done that a long time ago.
That's black light. That's what it's fluorescent. So
we're not getting old. What?
I know. I debated whether or not to wear contacts or my glasses. I'm like, I'm going to have to wear glasses today.
Well, yeah, I'm entering the world. These are just readers. But actually going to the optometrist tomorrow because, yeah, it's time. We need some vision.
Yeah, my mom says, "Why are you always squinting all the time?"
This 50 thing is a treat, I tell you.
Yeah.
I'm almost there in August.
August, okay, all right.
We're just starting our lives. What the heck?
I'm enjoying.
I know. I'm on this expletive 50 fitness thing. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna attack this 50 thing head on. Damn it.
Me too.
Yeah,
I'm all upset.
We're doing the same thing.
Yeah,
because a lot of years.
I'm gonna turn around and go back the other way.
Floyd's like, he's all.
I have an option.
Right?
Got it. Oh man!
I did not sign up for this.
Can I touch the base and go back, please?
Right.
Oh man. Well, we are going to jump into the vault soon, and it all goes down the vault, folks. We're just here to hype up the vault, I like to call it. So whatever's said in the vault stays in the vault, but whatever you say here publicly, sorry, you can't go back now.
Can't go back.
Can't go back now. So what's?
I have a question for you though, Rod. How is Rachel doing?
She's doing better. She had a seizure about 4 weeks ago. That it was a big alarm, and we had to have the paramedics come out and it was a scary moment, but she's back on course and getting her electrolytes back up and everything. We kind of like had a little bit of kind of a joke a little bit. I was trying to break the tension, but the fire department was here and the paramedics, and they're all guys, and they're all and they were like all super fit. And I go, was this like a Thunder from Down Under thing that you arranged? There's like 8 guys. They're all taller than me, believe it or not. And they're all like super fit. I go, what is this? You guys, like, there wasn't like one dude that was like average, like, and I go.
I mean, they're fine. I
know. I thought this was a prank that I was going to be on. Like she was faking a seizure to get like this, But no, she's doing better though. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no, I always think about her though, because whenever I see you post, I'm like, well, I wonder how Rachel's doing, because I follow that pretty closely, so that's good.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's she hasn't been posting social media very much lately. It's just that it's such a whirlwind because of people's reactions to what she's going through. You know what I mean? It's like, and then I've got to be the buffer to read it all, so it's not like a lot of negativity. And it's just when you're dealing with mental illness, it kind of gravitates other people that have mental illness, and then they end up kind of displaying their illness, I guess, through how they message you. Like, man, they were so hurt. I go, hey, you don't even know the full situation or story, or you know what I mean? It's just how it's developed. And
people are very judgmental.
Yeah,
very judgmental. I know that's good that you do that though, because there are people out there that will try to literally ruin your day, bring you down to just with negativity and things like that. But
yeah, I end up telling her all the positive comments and things that are said. Oh, so and so says this, and so it's uplifting. But she doesn't just jump on it herself. I'm like the middleman, and I'm sure you guys know, but we had 2015. Her story went viral, and it was like we're trying to get her to treatment, and it was going to cost, and we had this GoFundMe thing going on. So like for everyone who had donated to help out, I feel like it's my own internal obligation to do the updated videos and keep everyone posted. You know what I mean? I didn't think it was going to turn out that way. I didn't think it would turn out to where I think over the years I've done like 300 videos for her updating, and then if I go for too long of time like we have already, I get, how is she? I have a weird gut feeling that if something's wrong because you haven't posted, like, oh geez, okay. And then so I'm kind of like like I said, the middleman, but it's one of those things, and I'm just the grass is going to potentially start getting a little greener. This is why I'm trying to, as I'm looking at grass in the background here. Yeah. But
I just say I'm really proud of you because you're doing a great job as her cheerleader and her husband and all the things.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Because that's a lot that you have to handle as well,
Yeah, and you know what? And if it wasn't for doing this WiLDCaT chat thing, the social connection is such a therapeutic thing for me. You know what I mean? Because I can't just jump and go somewhere, and she doesn't have another caregiver here with her. So I'm here for her. So I mean, it's good that I'm having this outlet, of reconnecting and it kind of, with the pandemic that came, it just all kind of came together, and here we are, episode 81, folks. See?
Yeah.
I can't believe it's been 81 of these things. I was like, wow, I didn't realize they keep on adding up. It's funny. I was doing it initially. I was like season 1, episode 13, and I was doing like a Netflix thing, like you're binge watching. I was having fun. Then after a while, I go, this is getting confusing. I got to figure out which actual episode we're on, and then, But no, but thank you for asking. I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you again, Meshel, for allowing us to interview you and have you on board, and Kelly and Floyd, late entrance, but we got a little update on Floyd and his sexy hat.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to post a link in the comments once we wrap up. So if anyone wants to jump into the vault for a private chat,
that's where I'm going.
More than welcome. Floyd will be there with his hat, with his rock star hat on. How about a little outro? El Hypno, Chris Walter. Thanks again, guys. I really appreciate it. Until next time, we're going to try to do more of these on Sundays at 2:00. I really appreciate all of you guys' support, and I hope to see you in the vault.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Boom. Love you guys. Bye.